for another episode of Killer or Filler. Today, with a very special guest all the way from Denmark, Mr. Goa Jonas. How are you, sir? Have you been?
Hey guys, good to be here. Good to be here.
Nice that you accept my invitation. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, man, what's been happening? What's new on your end? What's happening in Denmark, man?
Yeah, well, thanks for freaking having me. I'm happy to be here, and we could work it out. What's happening in Denmark? Not much, man. Fucking dead like everywhere else. Goddamn COVID. Yeah, I'm working in my normal coffee job, making coffee for the people, which is fun as well. It's not the same as playing music for the people, but you also get to make people happy with a good cup of coffee.
Yeah, man, definitely. Oh wait, I just need to view my chat here. What's going on in the chat?
Yeah, I just opened it up on my comp as well, so I can.
Oh, cool. Yeah, man. So yeah, well, coffee, man. Coffee's important. It's almost as important in a day to day as music for a lot of people, even more. So yeah, man. It's you're going from one essential to another. I think it's a good move.
Exactly. Nah, I mean, in the end, coffee has been something I've been, no, not as long as DJing, but I've been doing it since more than 20 years now. I've been doing coffee. So I've always been doing it on the side of the DJ thing because I think it's always great to have something normal to do and not only do the traveling and DJing, as it's a very irregular thing to do for earning money. So it's good to have a normal job as well. And I've always been doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and well, I can't say I have a normal job. My job is the most abnormal, like, but it holds up. It still holds up. I'm lucky that I've been able to survive. But yeah, man. Right now, I think
Not the same as with DJing, eh?
yeah, well, gigs, man. Like gigs are kind of scarce, aren't they?
I think I played once illegally in these last 2 years, and that's it. And I've done a few live streams. So yeah, freaking. Oh no, actually, I played once also normal there was in Sweden when it was still allowed. So I've had 2 gigs in 2 years, which is kind of crap.
Yeah, man.
But I guess you know about that, right?
Yeah, I have. I've had like I haven't played. Well, I've been booked, but then like most gigs have canceled or I've had to cancel. I've had to
Well,
cancel one like in New Year's, like this last New Year's, because I had a fever, and I didn't want to risk it that like I'd be like ronaning
yeah,
up
sure,
the whole dance floor, so I
sure.
decided not to go. And but yeah, like I haven't played anything since. When was the last one I played?
I remember, right?
Double Helix. We played Double Helix in Thailand. Last set that I
That's
played
cool.
was yeah. What's up, Macaulay Cabron? How you doing, man? Everything, yeah, man.
Hey, man.
So Jonas is here to reply to you, to like teach you how to mix properly, like the pros, to like tell you what's his take as a DJ from your music. So yeah, definitely send us your tracks if you have any to roast. Pi, I'm sure he has one that is around there. Like, did you send it on Pi? Did you send it on the Facebook thingy or not yet? Yeah, exactly. That's my words exactly. It's freaking great to have Goa Jonas here again. My words exactly, like you. I couldn't say it better. Whoa. Okay, yeah, we got that one there. Yeah, we got.
That's
I
a serious one. Yeah, we got that one.
yeah, we got that
One
one loaded.
music. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna check it out later.
Loaded there. So yeah, man, what's news from your end? Like, what's been happening in the Goa Jonas world? What's you have stuff to tell us? No, you have some news.
Yeah, well, finally our track is coming out, which is freaking awesome. I mean, it's been a long time since we finished it, and
Yeah.
I'm happy it's finally getting released. I still don't have an exact date, but I know they've been sent off to mastering, so they should be ready some point soon. And then I'll be out in the next few weeks. Yeah, your track together with one which I did with Ridden as well. So it'll be a nice EP. I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, this year has been at least a few tracks I got released, even though it's been Corona time, which wasn't really the plan because it's always nice as a promotion to bring out some tracks. But when you can't get booked, it's nah, it's still nice to get them out there. Let them be played by other people and not only the ones you share them with privately. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, also always some feedback is really really important. Not for at least for the well, feedback when you're playing, obviously, no, but also, I've learned this year to blast in the studio and to like feel like excited about it, just because like it's blasting and not just because like I'm gonna blast the dance floor next week with it, like, so I'm like,
Sure.
it's kind of like different approach to how you make music. I think this is a bit more personal approach, and I'm willing to bet that we're gonna find loads of really 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 cool music in this year.
Absolutely. I mean, the amount of great releases that have been coming out lately, it's incredible. I mean, just from the Aja album to the Dixter and GMS to the compilation from Regan, even has one of your tracks on there with Zephyrus Kane. I mean, there's been some friggin' awesome releases in this last year during this pandemic. So yeah, at least the artists now get to really sit in the studio and work and don't have to go and play all the time, which is good, I guess, in a certain way.
Yeah, it's not necessarily ideal in the economic way, but in the creative realm, it's very, very useful. But like I know for a fact that many of my friends, like artist friends, like producer musicians, that like they just don't have enough time to make the same music that they were doing like 10 years ago or something. It's like, well, why,
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
why don't you make something like this? It's like, well, I don't have the time to like edit everything like little, so like now I'm doing this style that is a little bit less demanding. And yeah, like it's a thing, it's a thing.
No, absolutely. I mean, okay, then you have that side of artists which tell you they don't feel inspired because no one's going to play them on the dance floor where these songs actually belong. So
Yeah.
you do have that side as well. But all in all, it seems like our scene has been extremely, productive during these times.
Yeah, man. Well,
So,
also a few well have had to go to work and to like do other stuff, no, and but also that gives you another perspective, like to be working, to be also occupied on something that you weren't, before. It kind of gives you another perspective, and like also sometimes it even gives you like more motivation when you're in the studio.
yeah, that's true. You want to have enough good music to go out and play again afterwards, which, well, I do believe I haven't given up hope yet. I think we will get back to normality soonish.
Yeah.
But okay, I have been saying it the last 2 years.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
no,
I
I do
think.
think so. It's slowly getting to this point that with the vaccines being more out there, and that we hopefully not this summer, but next summer we hopefully will have some festivals again.
Yeah, man, exactly. Well, that's hopefully like this year. I guess the summer is like upon us, and still like there is not enough people vaccinated. I guess for it
Yeah,
to,
or
yeah,
yeah.
to be safe. No, like
I mean,
totally.
all the
More.
festivals are canceling right now. I mean, like Zora also just did.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, yeah, just 2 days ago, so they announced to move it to next year. And I mean, us at the Antares, we already announced it a long while ago. We're also moving to next year. There's no planning safety to make an event this year. It's just not possible.
No, I mean, I bet insurance is like insuring it and like all that must be like off the roof. Like it must be crazy now.
I bet they don't offer these insurances right now anymore.
No, no, unless it's like no, no, totally. And it's kind of like a gamble, no? Like I'm seeing smaller parties happening, and I gotta be honest, like I'm getting booked on a couple in USA, which is the widest vaccinated country, no? Like it's been like I don't know 200 250 million already vaccinated. They say on the news.
Mm.
So I mean, I'm feeling optimistic that it's going to at least start to get a little bit more normal for us. But yeah, festival season, it was kind of a long stretch. We all kind of knew that this year was also kind of just, you got to scratch it off the.
No, yeah. Hippometric also just, yeah, Glastonbury and Boomtown. Yeah, I've been following that as well.
Oh
But it
damn.
looks like here, what's his name? What's the festival called? The English festival is going forward.
Oh, noisily.
Uh, Noisily, that's the one. Yeah, which looks like an awesome festival, and they have announced their date just after what the English government said they're going to be allowing outdoor events again without restrictions. So
Oh.
there's hope.
Yeah, no, I mean, there is hope. There is definitely hope. It's getting a little bit more normal, but yeah, I'm definitely hoping that they can do the festival. Like these guys are all my mates, and like yeah, I wish them, I wish that
No,
they can go forward with it. Really, it's an amazing
exactly. They're
production.
great guys in the team there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's an amazing production. I was there like 2 years ago. It's really, really cool. Like they got like all the sites really kind of built in. Like it's
Yeah,
super.
sadly, I've never been able to see it, but I've seen pictures and it just looks, yeah, and videos, it looks awesome. Absolutely. It looks like an awesome festival.
Yeah, they even have these like big hot tubs that time. Like they had these big hot tubs that is like just hippie tubs you would make. Like so, it was like Jesus. That soup in the last day must have been something else. You know, like, whew.
You swim in there and you see colors, man. No
Yeah,
way.
yeah. You don't have to tan to get your color. You know, you just. Anyways, let's. What we could. Well, what is it in? You do you have like a release date more or less for your for your EP that you're.
It's kind of loose still, but Harmonia Records. As soon as we have the things, I'll be updating. I don't know yet. I'm guessing in the next 3 weeks or so.
Oh yeah, wait.
I don't have an exact date.
You sent me the artwork, right?
Yeah, the banner with the out now banner, and yeah, it's based on my logo because actually it was planned to be with 4 tracks, so it would have been a bit more of a studio tours EP.
Yeah.
But now it's ended up just being your track and mine and the Ridden and me. So yeah, only 2 tracks instead of 4. But still should be fun, and I think I'm going to do this in the future again at some point when I get to travel again and make some more tracks with some amazing artists. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's great. It's the best way to learn, you know, like and to polish your skills is like um yeah, there is no better way than like working with people and seeing their weird ways of doing the same thing that you would do in a completely different thing, you know, completely different path to get to the same place, no? So it's
Yeah, I
always.
mean, I personally am not such a big music maker. I have to admit that. But I do love to sit with other guys, with you or with other artists, and give my input and ideas because I don't know myself at home. I kind of always get lost when I start making music. So I have kind of decided it's not my thing. I'm going to keep with the DJing and then every now and then do some great collaborations with artists. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's well, and but I mean, like I remember the first time I met you, like you were showing me your tracks, and they're actually pretty cool. You know, they had like loads of cool sounds, really good structure, just needed some tidying up, you know, like and some like attention on some details, no, but you know, for the fact it's like it's good music, man, like and you know, the fact that you're not proficient now on the technical side, you know, doesn't mean that it just just need time to jump in there, you know, and that's the only thing.
That's the main thing. Yeah, you got to spend a lot of time to become good at making music.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's well,
I bet you've spent thousands of hours.
some people don't though, like some people just jump in and it's like
No,
whoa.
some are really. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's a good example. This guy here from Denmark here, Om Shanti. Even though, yeah, he's
Yeah.
freaking making music like a nutter, but since he started making music, his first tracks already were freaking awesome. Really, guy's really talented.
Yeah, no, also
Really good artist.
also this guy that he's joining us here in the chat, Macaulay, man, like he's Rafael from Portugal, living in Belgium, maybe. I'm not sure actually, but yeah, he's killer, man. Like he's been doing it for a year and a half, almost, maybe 2 years, like in a few months. But killer, Macaulay killer. And
Makolip, yeah, I see him here. Yeah, cool, man, dude.
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, you should listen to some of your stuff.
So there's people that just like grab it and it's like, oh look, this is fun, you know. And some people just like break their heads, like, oh, how do I do this sound, you know? So I think that's the main difference. Anyways, I think.
Yeah, I think what I'm also missing a bit is the kind of knowledge about how harmonies work with each other and the different keys and notes. Because I came to DJing and music by just doing everything by feeling, and I've never had any knowledge of how to do those things. So
yeah, man, no, but it's very simple. It's fairly simple. Like I learned what I know about harmony in like 1 semester of like music school. And even less, you know, like because all you need is to understand that there is a structure between the notes that you can play. You know, like there's a structure on minor harmonic, minor melodic, major, you know, like pentatonic, and that's like the interval between the notes, right? Like, so if you know those intervals, which is like, you know, minor is like tone, then semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, no? So it's like one full note from like A to B, then half a note from B to C. And if you follow that structure from A to A, that's your minor, no? And that's like, and if you transfer that structure to other place, then it's going to like, you can use that scale on any key, you know. But it's very simple. Like I can give you a crash course, and I have 2 videos about it if you want to just check them out in the channel.
all right, I will check them out then. Yeah, man, I will do that.
Yeah, yeah. Macaulay is gonna send one. Yeah, and we
Cool,
whoa.
dude.
Yeah, man, we got this hypermetric one as well. So well, maybe we could get started with the first track.
Yeah, we can do that. Why not?
What was it? It's our track, right?
Yeah, come on, why not? Let them listen to our track, and then they can roast us. No, wait, no.
Yeah. This is what we are open. We open ourselves for this, you know. In the first track, you know, they should roast us. That tell us, this is crap, you know. Like, but they always go like, oh, it's killer. But like, I know it's not, you know. Like we know, we know, guys, we know.
Come on, you know how it is. Sometimes it's hard to give someone the thing and tell them, no, man, your track's shite. No, you got to do it. You got to do it nicely. You know, you can't.
It is really. It takes some balls to be honest sometimes, you know. Like it really does. But I think it's.
I think it helps a lot more if you're honest and you tell the person what you really think instead of telling, yeah, man, great work, even though you think it's shite. I think that's no good. You gotta be honest. You can say it in a nice way, and I mean, I think everyone has to understand that everyone has different tastes, and for some people the tracks might be great, for the others not. That's just the way it is, and just have to respect that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, man, exactly. Well, let's hear it, man. It's coming.
All right, man.
All right.
Taco times, man. Taco times. Those were some fucking awesome taco times.
yeah, that is that. We are very proud of this track, I think. But you can rinse it anyway and roast it if you want, and we won't feel bad about it. We'll thank you for it.
No,
So
not at all, man.
bring
That's
us,
always good.
throw us your flying tacos, guys. Throw us your flying tacos, and
Yeah, as you might have realized, it's called Taco Times. Yeah, because we ate tacos all the time. So yeah,
yeah.
Taco Times.
I think I've got so many tracks that have a taco in there. Like it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could have come up with something better, but it was just like, yeah, those were Taco Times, man. Absolutely.
There is no way around that. Like there's if anything, that true is honest. And we have to be honest about the title as well. We didn't lose any weight on that week. We did not lose any weight, that's for sure.
No, not at all. We played some video games and made music and ate tacos.
And went to Teotihuacan, man. And went to Teotihuacan. Come on. That was...
Oh yeah, we did. We did one day. We did excursion and we saw something. Yeah, so
we saw
at least
something.
I can say that I didn't just...
We saw something. What was it? Yeah, it was a big fucking rock.
I still have the cup here, man. I've got one of these cups from there I bought.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, no, I still remember that I bought like that little thing to look at the eclipses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have it around there. It must be somewhere around. So yeah.
Damn, no, I'm gonna have tacos. I'm gonna have tacos tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a good recipe for tacos. If you can find good chorizo and chipotles, then you're good to go.
Well, I work at a place that's all who's street food, so it's like a street food place, and we have a Mexican there who also does tacos. Okay, they don't taste as good as in Mexico City, but they are pretty good. Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the best recipe if you want to impress your girlfriend or whoever that likes tacos. This is the best, man. It's the best. Well, yeah. I'm not gonna say it in right now because it's secret. It's secret, guys.
The secret recipe.
A secret recipe,
but
maybe
the taco that's gonna blow your mind.
Maybe I'll release it. Maybe I'll release it in a few episodes. But actually, I have something that I'm going to. I have something that I want to announce, and it's like a bit of a new dynamic in the show. Like we're going to have a little bit more segments, and in these segments, I'm going to invite in one or two segments, like some of my patrons and some of the people that are usually on this show, like Macaulay, like Natalia, like Pi, like people that are showing up on a regular basis, and they're sending tracks, so why not bring them into the conversation and have them in another little square there, being roasted, that would be fun. So I think I'm gonna do that. I hope that's a good thing for you guys as well. Leave me your comments and I'll read your comments now. But yeah, I think we have more news from Denmark, from Goa Jonas, and I want him to give us the great news. What's happening?
The great news. Well, yeah, I've started working on a compilation for Sacred Technology, and which is quite a nice label. They do a lot of nice things, and yeah, I'm working on a 9-track compilation with hopefully also a remix of our track if I find a good remixer. And it's going to take a few months to get it ready, but yeah, because it's going to be my first compilation. I want this to be as perfect as can be and have the best track selection that's possible. So
I thought you already had one compilation, but I guess.
Well, this thing here the one for the Antares.
That one.
But it was never released. It was a free gift, and it had old pre-release tracks on there. There was a few which had not been released, but so it's not really a compilation that gets released and is able to buy in digital and all sorts. This is just a free gift that I did for the Antares.
So there's
so yeah, it is.
You can't find that Antares one anywhere else in the world, but except on physical.
Well, okay, it is on YouTube as videos to watch, but you can't buy it. No,
All right.
you can't buy it. It's not.
Okay, but not even
just as a free gift.
Not even on Spotify. Nothing.
No.
Wow, if music is not on Spotify nowadays, it's like it never existed. It's like the tree.
Exist, no.
It's like the tree in the forests. You know, it's like it's if there's a track
even
and it's not in
Spotify are such gangsters, man. They don't pay the artist. It's like properly. It's a big, really. I don't know. I actually left Spotify and I went to Apple Music because they say they pay a bit better, at least in their open letters. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, they do pay a little bit better, but it's like, you know, they all pay really bad for streams. I guess if you see their revenue and their net income and like what they're actually making after like everything, like they're not making so much, they're reinvesting a lot, no? So I guess that's and also it's like, well, you know, it's a lot of competition. So you understand, I understand why like the streams never were paying anything, you know, like not a lot. So
well, the thing is, what I've kind of found out, because the business model is mostly that they pay the big record companies a lot of money, and the small ones, they don't get nearly anything. So it's like, to have the big ones on board, they have to offer them more money, and that's why it's kind of an unbalanced, unfair thing. Yeah.
El Spotify, mi tatita.
Spotify, exactly.
Pero de putos. No, sorry. Don't ban me, Twitch, for this. Don't ban me. This is in English. No one is understanding what I said. Yeah, please. But yeah. So I don't know, man. Like obviously, like I'm glad that there is like streaming services now that are giving. You know, because that before back in the day was all piracy, right? So, but now, you know, like
that's also true.
But now just streaming is like validating the fact that we're not getting paid for our music. You know, it's just like going around the loophole and making it viable to be legal and still not pay for music.
Yeah.
It's
well, at least you can have your every end of the year, you know how many people listen to your music. Before you could not know how many people downloaded your music illegally. At least now you have proof that you are well liked.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, like, now it's all a popularity contest, isn't it? Like music, like, well, everywhere really. Like it's all like, it feels a bit like Black Mirror, that episode where like everyone is just giving likes to everyone, and if you have like bad, it's like, it's weird, man.
That's still coming, man. I tell you. Now, they started it in China, right? You have like in China, and I don't know if it's everywhere, but you do get ratings, and if you have a low rating, you're not allowed to enter restaurants and shit like that. It's like,
wow, yeah, no, this is crazy, man.
It's already reality.
And we're going that way, man. Like, we are going that way, not because like of Chinese regime, but because of just because that's where we're going. It's weird, man. It's I don't know. Like, I'm not sure about politics.
Come on, everybody needs their hit of likes of their posts they put on Facebook and Instagram. Even though you say it doesn't really matter, but it does make you feel good if you have more likes, and if you don't get any, you get sad. That's just the way it is, man. We're all just humans, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, we are going. I guess this is just gonna get worse until it gets better, no?
Exactly.
I hope.
So here, Natalia wants to hear some music.
Listen to the music. Okay, so we're going to play the second track that we have prepared for you because we want to showcase Jonas' album, and this is the second track we're gonna play is Rhythm and Goa Jonas. Is gonna be blasting because you know it. Wait, this is an
42. Where is it? Wait, I'm gonna listen to it as well here, because otherwise I'm a bit of delay if I listen to it on the stream.
I hope this is going to speakers. Yeah.
the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything is 42.
Where, where am I playing this? What's happening? Oh, here it is. It's an I, right? So, where is it? Ah, I have a mess. Okay, that's it. No more music playing. What's up? We're back. What do you think, guys? This was killer.
Yeah, so that's the 2-track EP that's coming out.
Smashing. Super smashing.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. Absolutely, man. And finally, anyway, the track we made, I fucking love. Awesome track.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, I think it was really good to have you here, man. It's good always to like work with people that have different views. Wait, what's happening? What? That's pretty fat. Yeah, very, very fat. The bird samples. I didn't hear bird samples. Or there's some chirping, bird chirping.
I'm not sure, actually.
Maybe it's a modular bird.
Were there? Could be. I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember. Like I said, it's been like 5 years ago, so long back.
Were you recording birds?
Well, thanks anyway. Happy you guys like it.
Were you recording birds in your spare time? Just like, oh, like I'm having a burger. Oh, wait, listen to that bird. No?
No, we sampled the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the question for life and everything, the universe, and 42, That's from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah. Actually, in the first version, we did have a few more samples in there, but changed it in the end, so just kept the middle part, yeah.
Trippy chirps. Yeah, no, definitely it's good. Like samples, man. Samples are sometimes what they make the track, no? Like, you always remember, like, oh, that track.
Make it memorable, yeah. Exactly.
Track has
Remember
a sample.
That track with the sample, yeah.
Gladiator, yeah.
I mean, anyway, for most normal people on the dance floor, it's very hard to tell apart the tracks. They don't really. It's only the people who produce music and are DJs themselves that really realize what the track is made up of, I think, or like remember a track, or will notice if you play a track that's already a few years old or not. Because the most people on the dance floor, they're just there to dance and enjoy the music, and they don't.
Yeah.
They have a different perspective of what we do. Yeah, I think so anyway.
Well, I remember myself just listening to my first, in my first rave or like party or whatever, and I was just like, whoa, this is killer, like, and now I listen and it's like, oh, this is an FM and that is like a sine wave, like, it's like, it's kind of different.
Well, I don't have as much knowledge as you about making music, but I do still tend to just analyze the tracks. And sometimes I'm a little bit sad that I can't just go on the dance floor and enjoy the music without analyzing it anymore. It just doesn't work. Too. You can't switch it off. Once you have it, you can't switch it off anymore. It's like you're always there. Oh, that's a nice bass sound. Oh, what was that sound? Oh, wait, those hi-hats, it's like, it's terrible.
Yeah, man. But at least, if you see
it's nice, but it's, yeah.
But if you see it at least from an arrangement or from a DJ point of view, like, which I'm sure it's a little bit different than like from a full like sound design producer kind of stuff, no? Like, so, like sometimes what I'm thinking is like, oh, how did they make that sound, And like I'm just stay thinking in the whole track, just like, well, that sound, how is that made? And it's just made something simple or just two sounds that are together and they sound like one, and like meh. But like I'm just like. Just going like sideways, like just not knowing, like, and that's or like, oh, like, is this bass has too much on the sub or more on the bass, or like, why is it sounding so compact and that's so like full? And it's like, oh,
exactly. Sometimes the question is this two sounds or is it just one? Do they use two synthesizers to get this, which they do a lot of times, and you can't be sure. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, man. So in the end, I think like I've been relearning to just listen to the music. Like with this podcast, like it's been like exponentially growing in the way that like I'm just listening to the music and rather to also to the production a bit, no? Like because you can't avoid listening to the production, but more to the music and like to the idea, the general idea. And I think like that might be what I was. What I feel that I was missing, like in my day to day. Yeah, too much analysis.
No. Yeah, that's the life of a musician, man. You just friggin' analyze it. But I don't know. You can still enjoy music, but you enjoy it differently. That's for sure.
SJK Project is always looking for the sweet spot. Try 38% of the room. Try 38% of your room, man. That's gonna be pretty close.
You need the sweet spot to listen to the music properly, and on some dance floors it's very hard.
Yeah, man.
To get the sweet spot.
Yeah, man. To be in the zone, man. To be in the zone is like a rare thing, you know. Sometimes it comes, and the whole week you're just like, just making killer stuff, and then the next week, you think you are, and then you're just ruining stuff that you did the week before, you know. It's like,
Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
yeah. It's hard, man. It's hard. Like, sometimes you overwork stuff, you know. I think that's the main problem with most people is you over EQ, you overwork. Like, not you, you know, like anyone, like me. I overwork, I over EQ, I overdo stuff, and then like,
sure.
I keep killing my idea or like the original vibe, you know, and that's sometimes that you want that overworked parts where it's like just complete control and like loads of moving pieces like locked in together. Yeah, that's gonna be like a lot of work. But sometimes some tracks are just effortless, you know, and like and you should embrace them too, you know.
That's true, but I mean, I think a lot of times also things are very how do you say, from the moment, from the vibe. I mean, I have tracks that I listen to one day and I don't like them. I listen to them another day when I'm in a different mood and I suddenly realize, hey man, it's actually a cool track. So it really is also depends on your mood and the vibe, which, yeah, if a track's good or not, yeah, well, not really, but a bit, yeah. You can take a track in a different way when you are in a different mood.
Yeah, well, exactly. Like some tracks sound different in some days than others, and that is also very very valid point. Like I never go and
when you do make music, yeah, exactly. You need to listen to it in different days and not give your ear a rest, listen to something else, and then go back. Otherwise, you just overhear everything and you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, man, definitely. It's I think. In a way, it's like shit. Sorry, I got distracted now.
All good.
It just went.
You gotta check the text as well, what the people are writing, and then
man, they're just like my idea escapes. But yeah, I don't know. Like they're talking about like sweet spots.
Perfect spot in a studio.
Spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, I think we have more music. Also, now we've been through the second. Like this would be the first time that we just give you just the tip, guys. So this is gonna be the first time. Jonas is gonna start with his tip.
With my tip, what for DJing or what?
You're gonna tip our audience. You're gonna give the audience just the tip, you know, just the tip for today.
What's my tip? Well, I don't know. Trust your feeling and read the moment. That's the most important tip I think you need. And
tacos.
I don't know. Like I always say, yeah, tacos. Tacos is the perfect tip. No.
But you gotta go the whole way with the tacos, not just the tip.
Yeah, exactly. No, you'll be very unsatisfied. Just getting the tip of the tacos.
Yeah, no, you gotta go the whole mile with the tacos. You know, just the tip is like you're never gonna. Yeah, it's like
you're just teasing, then, man. It's like
the tacos are just they're small tortillas. You know, like if you just eat the tip of the taco, it's gonna be like not good. But anyways, like I wanted to show you also. I'm gonna give you my tip as well, guys. And wait. I'm not gonna rinse that too much because it's just
yeah, man. Don't rinse that too much, man.
Don't rinse that too much. Once or twice every time is fine. So I'm gonna show you this this really cool effects processor. Yeah, it's new. I'm not sure. I think it's out already, but it's Devious Machines. It's called Infiltrator, right? This is killer. I don't know if you can see my screen. Let me just check my yeah, not really. Wait, let me just find another there you go. That's better. So this thing, it's the Infiltrator. And it's really, really cool, it's, oh, wait, yeah, you can see it, right? So it's like a multi effects thing. So like, and it has like sequencer. It has, you can trigger it with audio or with MIDI. So you can do like all kinds of different stuff. And it has 10 slots for 10 different effects, so it's a multi-effects. I think they label it like it's a filter because it has loads of different filter types, but for me it's just a killer glitch machine. Every one of these lanes, because you see them here, they're like as lanes. Every one of them has capabilities of different envelope here. That you can, it's like an envelope and LFO kind of thing. You can do your crazy shapes here, like if you were on Serum or whatever, and you can put whatever effect you want here, and it will affect this main knob here. And then you have another envelope that is the audio envelope. It's kind of like the amp envelope, I believe. I haven't really read the manual. I don't do that very often. But and then also it has macros, so you have macro controls here that you can just drag, put here, blah blah. So it's an amazing tool. Like if you know what I'm doing right now, like without having to like jump in and try it yourself, like you can see that it's amazing machine. Yeah. So that's my tip for today, guys, and I hope that was useful. And yes, that's it for the enveloper follower thingy. Yes. Yeah. Brian Eno just got it. Yeah, like a glitch machine. I used in a bunch of my tracks. Oh yeah. Wait. So we have a few tracks that we need to roast today. I hope we get through them all because we've been chatting for a while. But it's been pretty fun, at least for me.
It has.
Laughing is almost as good as dancing in a chakra kind of way. If you want to go hippie. So
absolutely, laughing's important. Oh, Gusto's here or what? No, right? Yeah, is he?
Justin?
Yes, he is.
Is he there? I don't see. Oh yeah, Justin, what's up, man?
What's up, Daddy-O?
Where's the hate? Yeah, the hate is coming. Come on. Like we're going to where is the hate? Yeah, well, we're looking for that, like we need roasters as well in the public, in the chat that help us roast people in the right way. I have to be politically correct at this time. If not, they're gonna have too many people reporting me and like thinking that like, like seeing that like I'm not so nice in real life. So.
Remember, you're going to get reported if you don't give the secret taco recipe.
Oh my God.
Somebody wrote that here, right?
Yeah, this is okay, like I'm already getting blackmailed for my taco recipe. This is like, it is that good, guys. It is that good. If you don't believe it, you have to try it yourself. I'm willing to like put my hands on the fire, for my taco recipe. Are you willing to put yours for yours? I'm not sure.
Oh crap.
It's good, man.
Going to be reported for being too nice. We're gonna be assholes a bit. Otherwise, they want the balance here, man. You can't do it right.
Okay, so we're going to have to progress into this show and get into the spherism, right? Like that was the first one that we got. Spherism track.
Spherism.
Well, it's a Spherism remix.
Yeah, the Spherism remix. Got it here. Yeah.
Out of Nitro Drop and Tilt Axis, and yes, let's give it your best. Give it your best feedback, guys. Like out there in your house, like listen to it. He's asking me of like if we think that it's releasable. So yeah, give it a go. Tell us what you think, and let's play it. Ooh.
Whenever we hear sound, change. We are no longer the same.
The biggest thing all of it when we hear organized sounds, organized by another human being.
Music. We are no longer the same.
Cool. So we're back here in the studio. And what's going on? Yeah, so, well, the comments are very true. Well, I'll let you start, Jonas. What's happening in your... What do you think?
Well, I mean, all in all, sure, it's not a style that I would normally play, but I thought actually not a bad track. I mean, sure, it needs, like also Justo said, it needs a few more sounds. It needs a bit more sound design. And okay, I'm not the biggest offbeat fan also, I have to admit. But all in all, it's a fun track to listen to. And yes, I do also think kick and bass is too loud in comparison to the other sounds. But that's something that I also do in my own productions always. I make it too loud because I want it to sound fat. But that's not the way forward. You've got to leave space for the other sounds. And yeah, well, I still think all in all, not a bad track. Keep going in that direction. Yeah. And
yeah, man, definitely. I also think like the kick and bass were like all over the place, kind of like you don't hear the rest of the sounds, and the things in the background is fine to be in the background, but most of your sounds are in the background. Also, like you should maybe get some of the accents out so it gets a little bit more entertaining, more like more fun. like the structure I feel it's good, but it kind of needs like more cuts, more like snap, that it snaps into place, like it kind of needs to snap into place in some points that it's like essential, it's like clock, and then it's like the next section kind of, yeah, for me it's like how I see it in my head, like it's just like you have something else and then essentially it just like clicks and it just goes that way, and you don't feel that here. It's very, very linear, it doesn't get you on those curves that like for me it feels like it needs that. Yeah, I mean, like Justin says, didn't have a lead, sounds that reply to one another like a conversation. And if it did, then they're like way too much in the background, right? Like they're really, really quiet. Yeah, but definitely cheers for your ears, guys. Put things in perspective, get some honest feedback. There's a few years old, but yeah, what I randomly decided to share. I really appreciate. Oh, no worries, man. No, it's good, man. It's really, really cool idea, and you can see like there is like a certain style there that you want to do. Like it's totally cohesive, but it does need a little bit of, to get you into it. Again and again, getting you more into it, and like like it's kind of. Well, that's what I feel. No, my home master damage. Well, maybe you boosted like 5 dBs on like the bass, and you're like, yeah, this is killer. Sounds like the club, and yeah, that happens. It happens to the best of us. And the Israeli producer. No, from Aussie, man, Aussie. So,
Oh yeah.
so SJK Project wants to remix it. Well, connecting people like Nokia is really nice here.
So remix of a remix, yeah, man, double remix.
Yeah, a double remix.
Because I mean, in the end, I guess I don't know. It would be like if you hear this one, you should actually hear the original and see the take of theorism on the original one, because I mean, in the end, that's from where I guess a lot of the sounds and melodies come, and he's did his view of it. So maybe try and do an own one. Maybe that'll help and get a bit more. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I guess a remix is always you take that what someone else did and put your own perspective on it, but still you work on the basis of someone else. So maybe it's already that basis that was missing these things. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, probably, but I think, well, he was before he was also doing tilt axis, so that's kind of was his track from the beginning.
Okay.
I think his
tilt axis actually says something to me from the. I've heard the name before, but I can't really put any tracks to it. I have to admit, but yeah, it's something I have heard before.
Yeah, no, it's I think it's good effort, and if it's a few years old, I mean, you probably improved already, but yeah, I think
exactly. I mean, we all evolve in the end, and yeah, it would be great to hear what you're doing now at some point. Yeah, maybe next week then I'll just join in as a listener.
Yeah, definitely, killer. And next week we have a killer roaster as well. I'm gonna give it away in a few days. But yeah, we have a killer roaster for next week. Wait, so we had a couple more tracks like prepared beforehand, right?
Let's go for it. What was which one should we go for now then?
I think this is fearsome. Oh yeah, this was the segment that like was like just banter. So we have to be banter, So come on. Then wait. Oh yeah, Natalia track, the Chill Out.
So should we go for that one next? Yeah.
Yeah, man. We'll try and be faster, guys, because because we're taking way too long. We're not gonna be able to like see all the tracks from today, which is which leads me to the next thing, which is we need to. The system in the website is ready, But the thing is, like, you guys need to send the tracks at least, you know, an hour before the show or something, you know, like, because sometimes I think my website might be a little bit slow, or I don't know what part of the website is slow. I'm not a web designer. I'm not nothing. Like, I know nothing of HTML or all of that stuff. But something is slow and it's not sending me the message whenever it needs to send me the message. So it sends it a little bit later. So you have to post the tracks if you're going to do the uploads there. Post them before. And now that we're getting a little bit more tracks, we'll have to do something like... you know, all the tracks are gonna arrive beforehand, and then we'll have like some papers in a hat or whatever, you know. And then we'll see like, oh, there's this track, and then when this track is coming, then if you guys are on the show, you'll be able to join the Discord if you have already access to it, and we'll roast you with your face right there on the screen, you know. So that's gonna be more fun. That's even gonna be more fun, I think, for everyone. And yeah, but anyways, let's start with this Natalia Data Zero Gravity. It's a little bit different, so it's gonna be like kind of like an intermediate to the rest of the wonky shenanigans that we've been doing, but it's definitely good music. So let's blast it. Tell us what you think of the mix. And yeah, she's preparing her album, so she would really like some feedback about the mix and everything. So woo, let's do this.
Have a listen.
To find the timeless zone of zero gravity with me. I would let you be in a timeless zone of zero gravity with me. With me. In a timeless zone.
Just ba-bam, we're back here, and yeah, well, overwhelmingly good comments about it in the chat. What do you think, Jonas? What's going on in your head?
Well, very different. No psytrance, that's for sure. No, it's a nice, very, very chilled, relaxed song. Great to listen to. I
Something
would not have anything now to greatly complain about it. I mean, no, it sounds good, and also the mix. I didn't really think that it was badly mixed or anything.
something
It's
you
all
would
quite well balanced.
something
and
you would play on your sets. In your
Absolutely, man. Right in the middle,
in
Just
your
give him a little bit of a break on the dance floor.
Sunset Ozora set, you're playing some GMS versus Dixter, and then suddenly, whew, oh, that's gonna.
And then I start dancing like this. No, wait,
That's
no,
gonna
it's a really nice track. No,
That's gonna
really
change the vibe.
well done.
No, but definitely
Natalia.
would be nice, to hear those kind of melodies and harmonies on something with beats, because I think that it has potential to. It is kind of mysterious, kind of like, no, I wouldn't say sad track, but it is. It doesn't feel like overwhelmingly uplifting.
It's true. It's not a sad track, but it does have this melancholy feeling to
Yeah.
it. So, yeah, but I think the idea to make a version with beat and without, because I think actually it is very fitting not to have a beat, because it is very down there and good, easy listening. I mean, I guess you could have an irregular beat rhythm in there fitting to the guitar rhythm, that you have a kick sometimes and a little, nothing, not like a 4x4, 3x3, just have a few maybe, but
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that'd
Like
be
some
my
clusters.
opinion. If
I was thinking if this was like staying like a chill track and that like just to have like I was thinking even like because I've heard this track before, right? She sent me like a month before, like so I could hear it, and I was thinking more of like
Mhm.
clusters, like you're saying, like just a cluster of percussions here, like doing something, and just fading away, like not just like a constant
yeah,
beat,
yeah,
but
like having a rhythm with a delay,
yeah,
so like the delay creates a rhythm that melts into the rest of the soundscape. Yeah, something
into a
like that.
few little percussive sounds that then go into another rhythm that bursts,
Yeah,
and then that
yeah.
could be like cool. But yeah, that's why I was like feeling like if I was doing percussions on this track, I'd do something like that. Put it on the end before Aja comes up. What Aja? What is Aja coming to the show? That I didn't know that.
This track before Aja, yeah, no,
Ah,
no,
yeah,
no, I
yeah,
said
right,
play
yeah.
this track
Oh,
before
yeah,
Aja.
this
No,
track
not
before,
happening, man.
right before the Aja's new killer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That sounds fair enough. It's like, so okay. It should be edited shorter. This was obviously a working process. Yeah, I agree. It's a bit long. Yeah, but yeah, it just depends on, you know. Old Trentemoller. Nice. Nice. Look at that. It's quite a compliment. Old Trentemoller was killer. Michael, who's messaging me? Okay, I don't need to check messages. So, okay, we have a couple more tracks before the end because we have like a bit more than half an hour. We have wait, there is like 3 that we got downloaded. Let's start with Macaulay that he sent it first, and then the Octopulse.
Macaulay,
You got the
dinner with a virus. Yeah,
Dinner with a Virus. So let's
always
listen
good,
to this.
especially in these times.
Cool. And with the crash, we are back. What's going on? So yeah, Justin was giving a lot of really good feedback, some very useful stuff. Wait, I need to stop this before it starts playing something else. Yeah, there you go. So,
Stop it before it starts playing something else. Well, I think promising, absolutely. There's some nice stuff in there. And yeah, I do agree with Justin. It needs a little bit more bridging. Some of the sounds need to be, more fiddled into the story. They come very sudden. Like yeah, there's one sound that comes right at the break. It felt totally out of place. I mean, I get where you're going. You wanted this effect to, something sounding different, but it just didn't fit at all. I think I would leave that more out. Yeah, maybe a lead is good to pull it all a bit more together to give it an overall theme. I mean, I do notice that some of the atmospheres you were using in the beginning, you're also using at the end. So there is a little bit of, but I think, yeah, it still needs something to glue it all together and make it sound, yeah, like one track and not many, yeah, a few different ones stuck together, sort of. But all in all, I'm impressed. Yeah, nice, not bad.
Yeah, no, I think there are definitely a lot of opinions that are similar to yours. I think there. I said on there, so like some of the sounds sound a little bit like disjointed, like Pi just said, and that you can glue them in like in several ways. No, like there sometimes it's just dynamic that needs to be glued. Sometimes like what I think is like when you have many sounds that you want to make a phrase with, like the very important thing I think, in my world, in trance world, like right here, what I think is like the rhythmics are very important. If you are following the accents of your track, rhythmically and harmonically, obviously, but like this is not many harmonies. It's more like noise and like stuff. So if you are following the accents rhythmically, at least just the main ones, you can wobble around the accent a little bit. You can get like a little bit of stuff around your accent, but always the accents have to be there or relative to your accents. Like your rhythmic has to be there. If not, this sound will not sound like this sound because the rhythmic is different. So like they're two completely different sounds. If this sound is the same rhythmic as this other sound, then at least they have some similarity and you can kind of follow that structure, and that's where the like theme of a track comes into play. Like that's where the theme, or like how a track will feel like it's like unfolding itself rather than just presenting to you new sounds. Like you feel like the track is unfolding because it has relevance from the previous rhythmic, from the previous harmonic, but like it does have that, so this is me overanalyzing and super overanalyzing everything. So tell me if you think it's right. But I think it's also, if you want to glue these things like all together without like changing too much of the rhythmic, you can always put something in the background, like a small sound. Like sometimes it's a pad, sometimes it's just a string of like a something that is happening there. Sometimes it's just a little sequence that is like just gluing everything, like Justin was saying, just bridging sounds and bridging structural stuff that gets everything together. That could work also. Oh, what's going on? This is like something is happening. Like people are doing stuff. Gifted a tier. Woo!
Gifted a tier 1 sub.
Killer!
All right.
We gotta give. Thank you very much, Interact. You are the best. I have no idea what to do. Like people have been like they've gifted me some stuff, but I have no idea what to do. Like if you can explain to me, guys, like what am I doing here? Like I've really no idea.
I actually have no idea also. I just got some present here. Anyway, whatever.
Amazing. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. And yeah, we're thinking like I'm gonna also remind you guys what we are I'm gonna remind you guys what I just said before. We're going to have a little bit of different shape in the like a different structure in the show, and we're gonna be inviting some of you guys, probably the subs of the channel and the patrons, people that are like coming here like often and getting feedback and giving feedback and just so yeah, definitely expect that, and I'll give you more information soon. But then again, what is happening here? We are near the end of the show. Yeah, we have about 20 minutes left. We have a few more tracks that should be played.
Yeah, so let's go for the what was it?
what's the name of this one now?
Octopulse.
Octopulse. Yeah. We're going.
Passeata. Or what we got to still play the Koska Space Weed Master, right? From Danish, wasn't that one? Yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 more tracks at Octopulse. I'm not sure about the backstory of Octopulse, but then we have another one, Koska. This is a Danish producer who made his track in his prison cell, which, you know, speaks tons of the prisons in Denmark, you know, to be able to make a psychedelic trance track in the middle of your, you know, in your cell, you know, you're really not fighting for space with the other inmates right there, you know, like here in Mexico, I don't think you'd be possible to like even put a laptop, like the cell is completely blocked by other blokes.
It'll be more like freaking India, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, you're better off trying to like get everyone in the prison cell to like make some farting noise, you know, like make some, and then
you can record, you can make a track together, you know.
You'll
like
definitely get a better track.
Yeah,
you get a better track that way. You also get like, you know, the good farting sounds from the tacos, you know. So that is sorry Natalia, bowel movements. Sorry. And
sorry, yeah, you did say
class. Let's have some class, man. Let's have some class at least. It's the end of the show. At least we can do that. So let's play some Octopulse. And yes, this Octopulse. Fasciata. Okay, let's do that.
If you feel yourself losing control, then do it.
You gave up everything for
So we are back, and yeah, well, this track that does deserve to be roasted. It's probably some of the very early stages of their career, so try to be gentle, guys. But yeah, definitely needs more work. The limiter is like, you should not limit your tracks like that, especially, yeah, definitely not, never, ever, ever. It's like peak and RMS are like in the same level, and that's like never good. I think like I'll let Jonas start after that like small previous like pre-roast that I just did. But yeah, I got a few notes in my mind.
Well, anyway, I'm not going to be someone who can go much into if you've compressed it too much or not. I can just tell you what I think of the track and what it sounds like. And it's absolutely too full. I mean, well, I guess that could also be an issue of just not being mixed properly. It's the sounds, they have to be all, you have to try and give each sound a different level, because if you put them all together, that's what it sounds like. It's like all the sounds coming in together and clashing with each other. So either I do think actually that you should less is more sometimes. It's good to have a lot of sound so you have a lot of happening, but it's got to be in a way that it does not clash with each other. And that's something you should try and focus on. I mean, otherwise, after the breakdown, the first part of when the kick comes back in, that was actually quite interesting, but then it got too full again. So I think, just use a little bit less. And yeah, you have a lot of atmospheres also, maybe also a little bit less of those. Sometimes less is more. It's just find a way that the sounds communicate with each other and not they all scream together, you know. That's I would say.
Yeah, no, definitely, that's a good point. Like, I think like what he's doing is piling up more and more sounds as the track goes along, and it has like two very distinct parts. No, it has the first part that has like one lead line in the background that is like always just like there, and even though like more sounds come in, that lead line doesn't give way. And it's like this kind of like, you know, like this kind of like a pitchy kind of like sound, like maybe it's maybe some FM, like really low frequency FM, or maybe it's just like an LFO doing this kind of stuff. I don't know, but yeah, it's like it's that sound, and it remains for like I don't know how many bars, like 64 bars or something. There's like. What Jonas is saying is very, very, very true, you know, like, and also like you want sections that like, you know, have some sounds that are like talking to each other, that you want some sections that just have one lead, you know, just one lead and maybe one accompanying sound once every now and then, you know, like maybe something that is reversing behind, but like not everything, especially attacky sounds, you know, like if you have one pad, you can put another pad on top, and if they layer right, then it's fine, you know. But if you have one attacky sound and you put another attacky sound, you have double attack there, and that's not gonna let either one of the sounds sound right, you know. Like they're just gonna mask each other out. So very important.
You need some rest for the ears in between. You can't just blast them with all sorts all the time. It needs to have a little bit more quieter areas, and you can have some fuller ones. So it needs a little bit of structure and a lot of mixing.
Yeah, and also like, well, that's for the, you know, that's for the entire track, you know, like I feel like you are just adding and adding and adding more sounds, and then eventually you got the break. I'm not gonna talk about production, because like with that amount of limiting, you know, like you can't really know what is like artifact and what is like actually his production, right? But on the second section, like Jonas said, like there is something interesting there. You have a nice new lead, you know, there is like a cleaner section, you know, you clean it up and you put the new lead. I think you should start trying to start focusing on this kind of situations, you know, like where you change the sound that is coming and then you clean it up and new stuff, you know, like new stuff, and try to do like different sections that sound distinctively different, even if you're using the same sounds. But you know what I mean. I think like that it's what I was saying for the previous one, you know, like you want the track to be unfolding and not just like constraining the sounds more and more within like the rest of the sounds. Like, oh, you know, you want the track to open up at some point, no? But yeah, Octopus MX, so I guess you are Mexican, right? Eres mexicano, carnal, me imagino. O nada más el MX es así de... Espero que hayas entendido todos los I hope you understood everything. If you didn't, just contact me later and on Facebook or whatever, I'll explain it again. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go to the last track now, like unless you guys have anything else you want to share with Octopulse. Octopulsy. Woo! That was cheap. A huevo, sí, pues mexicano, pues chido, carnal, sigue trabajando. Si necesitas que te explique algo que de lo que dije ahorita en inglés, porque A veces hablo muy rápido. Cualquier cosa me contactas en el Facebook y te lo vuelvo a explicar. So, well, let's get on the last track. This one is Koska. This one was made in the prison cell in Denmark, in some of the finest prisons on the planet, I guess. They are in Denmark, and they are very, very empty because they have
I mean, I live here, but I don't know, and I don't want to be in there, so yeah.
Man, come on, like, free meal, you get a laptop in your prison cell, you know. But, you know, for pandemic times, you know,
All right.
I might go to Denmark if it comes back to the pandemic and like I have no money. I'll just be a refugee there in the prison. But definitely, I've never been to prison in Denmark. I'm just speculating out of just out of my ass. But yeah, let's just listen to this track from Koska. Blast. Cool. So we're back. And yeah, what do you think? Wait. Yeah, I can't hear you.
Just a second.
There you
Yeah,
go.
now I'm back again. I actually think quite a cool track, but yeah, I do agree with Justin. Towards the end, it got a little bit stale. It needed
Still.
like it was finishing it off, but it that was a bit of a too long part to be able to mix in and out. To mix out. But
Yeah.
all in all, yeah, nice track. I like the bassline grooves. I like some of those drum rolls. Actually a really cool track. I can't really say much bad about it. It's not totally my style. It might be a little too fast for what I normally play, but I think it's a great track. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I also think it's a pretty cool track. Obviously, it was done in a very limited space, literally, and limited resources, etc. And with headphones and all in all, it's a pretty cool track. I think obviously it needs a good mix. In headphones, unless you are like god with headphones, like you can't really mix so well with headphones. Like it's good for support.
Yeah.
For support stuff, but like for me anyways, it's hard. It's impossible to mix something good with headphones. It always get some harsh stuff and like some bits like that are just like not quite right. Sometimes the bass is just like, but it's good for supporting. But yeah, I think it's great. Like Justin was saying, is like, well, one of the better trance tracks that he heard in the show today. I probably would agree. It has really great vibe. Very, very. It just lost me. I don't know if it was stale or it was just me, but it just lost me in the end. So like I have to agree with you guys. It was a bit like dragging too much in the end. But not all on headphones. Okay. Dog time.
I do think all in all, it didn't sound properly. Is it already mastered? I don't think so, right? It did sound still. It could use a bit of fatness or something. I don't know, but maybe it's also the way I was listening to it wasn't top quality, but
yeah, man, I think wait, I'm just like get to yours. We'll get to it next week for sure. Yeah, man, it's just we're getting more and more tracks to roast, which is great. Like bring them all on, but we still need to get some. I need to get my system better. But thank you very much, guys, for the support and the tracks and the views. I appreciate it a lot. And really, I got some things here that it says gift to take, cheer to take. Okay, yeah. Ooh, cheer your way to the top. Whoa, what? I've no idea what I'm doing here. What's...
Yeah, they should watch some video how to use freaking Twitch. I have no clue either.
Yeah, I've no idea. It has like weekly top cheers. Woo, you guys rock. Anastasia and Enterek, you guys are the best. And all of you guys and girls that have been, guys and gals, I guess, like that's the right term, right? So all of you that have been here for the past few weeks and this day, thank you very much. And we'll keep going. Next week we have really special guests. Well, as special as Jonas, and as
he's a roast master.
Is a roast master from another dimension, and he's gonna roast your tracks
but
to
only
oblivion.
Only vegan, right?
Vegan. Hashtag Vegan Friday next time. Yeah, so ladies and gents, this is over for today. Thank you very much, and thank you, Jonas. Anything else that you want to add to the end?
Thanks for having me. It was fun, and I hope I could give a few little inputs. I'm not as adverse as you are in how to do all this stuff, but yeah, I've had fun. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's great view. Like I said, you in the studio it's like that. It's another perspective, and a very clear one. So that is very, very important. I think, if not more important than having the technical skills, is to have that direction very clear. So I think, man, really good. Thank you very much for coming, and definitely we'll have to run it back at sometime soon.
Exactly. Yeah, I might be getting a gig in Mexico, so I might be sooner than later, actually.
Nice, nice. Yeah, well, more tacos then.
Absolutely, man. Taco Times Part 2. Oh, wait, no. No more taco jokes. I was getting bored.
No more taco jokes. No, now we can go to the burritos. They're a little bit more beefy.
Okay, you gotta roll it.
You gotta roll with the tortilla. Ahorita voy, Juana. So yeah. Anyways, well, thank you for joining in, and see you next week. Boom.
Oh, man.